So I'm going to ask you a very easy question, I think. What has 6 sides, 54 squares, and is possibly one of the most intriguing and coolest brain teasers of all time? It has to be the Rubik's Cube, of course. And today, we are joined by a very impressive gentleman, a world-renowned master, Anthony Brooks, USA Speedcube Champion. Welcome to it.
Hi, thanks.
Was that a fitting title?
I'll take it. I'll definitely take it.
Welcome to the country, my friend. This is something that has, I think, with this new surge in sleight of hand magicians, the Rubik's Cube has almost had a rebirth in popularity, but it's always been there. One of the coolest gadgets, toys, gizmos, hobbies. I don't even know how to classify it. What got you into Rubik's Cube?
When I was in high school, one of my buddies kind of showed me the system behind it, right? Because if everybody picks up the cube, tries to solve one side, and doesn't get much further. But if you go on YouTube, you can learn a method and be able to twist it back into the solve position every time.
So there is actually a system, but then of course you've got to remember the system as well. So I'm going to start my learning process today, but we can't have someone of your pedigree here in studio without putting your skills to the test. How quickly can you work on one of these cubes?
On average, around 7 or 8 seconds.
Well, you've got to show us that, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give us a bit of a demonstration.
Sweet, here, mix this guy up for me.
Okay. So you can, it's like hot. I don't know if you've been practicing on this thing, but there we go.
Sweet. All right. Are you going to time it, or are we just going to go for it?
I'll ask my studio to time it.
All right.
Timing it in 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Done.
Boom. 10 seconds. I'll give it a 9.5 seconds,
All
okay?
right.
You're faster than 100-meter sprinters. That is absolutely amazing. So how do you now fulfill this as a is it a career? Is it a hobby? Where do you sit in the world of Rubik's Cubes? It's amazing to me that this has taken on a life of its own. So how did you get to this point in your career using this little gadget?
Yeah, well, back in high school, I found out that there are actual Rubik's Cube competitions. So that was the big draw for me I've always been competitive. So finding out that it's something that I could challenge myself with and continually push myself. And another big thing is I travel to these competitions all over the world. I mean, I'm here in South Africa right now. So it's one of those things that just kept me going and interested. And yeah, I've set some world records in Speedcubing. That's what we call the sport.
Speedcubing. I love it.
Yeah, these competitions happen all over the world every weekend. And you know, there happened to be one in Joburg last weekend and Cape Town this coming weekend.
What's the South African standard like? Can I say it like that?
Yeah, South African Speedcubing really started about 2 years ago.
So it's fresh still, yeah.
It's fresh. We had the South African record broken a couple of times yesterday, or 2 days ago in Joburg. The South African record average time is now down to 12 seconds.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too
Not
far
too
off the
bad.
pace. I like that. So you might have noticed here that I have a little blindfold, okay? And I want to put the skills to the ultimate test. Would you be willing to do one blindfolded?
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Okay, cool. I'm going to give you that.
Okay.
And grab a little cube. So I've kept this close to me, so you can't tamper.
Right.
Okay? I have checked that it is actually a real Rubik's Cube. I wish I could see the inner workings of your brain to see how this is actually done. Maybe I'm going to ask you for a little bit of a lesson after this. Maybe you can give me a few pointers.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now what I'm doing is I'm memorizing the position of all of the pieces, which is basically starting with one piece and figuring out this one goes there, this one goes there, this one goes there. I'm about halfway through the memorization process right now.
And this is all information that you can store in your head quite easily. It's like...
Right, I actually translate the information into letters. So right now I've memorized Kugi, Benno, and doing the corners now. All right, I'm about ready to give this a shot.
If you pull this off, dude, I will be really, really impressed. I'll add another line to your intro.
Sweet.
Next time.
I'm gonna hold you to it. All right. So blindfold's coming on.
Yeah.
All right. Pressure's on.
Only in front of a million people, and there are people back in the States.
A million?
Yeah, there are only people
I'm from
back
the
in
States.
the States.
I wasn't aware.
and of course, we broadcast to the States now as well, so we've got people watching there as well. So,
all right.
Got to represent, brother. Got to represent.
All right, here we go.
And I'm nervous for you.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go for it. Yeah, now the fingers are moving too fast. Oh my word. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Get out of here, dude. That is absolutely amazing. Anthony Brooks, you've just blown my mind. I feel rather mundane right now, dude. That is awesome. But I think moreover, thank you so much for coming to South Africa and spreading the love for something, for an age-old tradition, yes, but I think there are a lot of kids out there that are getting new inspiration from this as well. So thank you so much for coming and blowing minds across the country, and well done to the South Africans keeping pace. Well, almost. Anthony, that is incredible, man. I'm gonna have to steal one of these and start practicing. Anthony Brooks joining us all the way from the US, who's gonna give me a couple of tips now, but all it takes is a bit of practice and dedication, and you could be judging and cubing your way to world-class victory in no time. Hopefully this has inspired you.